Hey there! Welcome to the first video in our desktop UI automation series. Today, I'll show you how easy it is to automate everyday desktop apps with Leapwork. Imagine automating tasks in Excel, sending emails through Outlook, logging into your favorite apps, or copying text from Notepad, all without writing any code. Leapwork's Start Recorder makes it happen. It captures and records your actions and creates an automation flow. It's that easy. Experience high-quality desktop UI automation with Leapwork, ensuring your applications are efficient and perfectly working. There can be so many scenarios of desktop UI automation. In this tutorial, we'll walk you through one example, logging into a demo application. Let's get started to create our first test flow for desktop UI automation. At first, we will record login steps with the help of Start Recorder feature. It will capture the login steps in the demo application. Then, we will run the flow to check the execution of automation flow. The last step would be to verify the login. To do this, we will check for the username on the application screen to confirm a successful login. Let's begin to automate the demo desktop application by creating its automation flow in Leapwork. This is Start Block. The Start Block is where your automation begins. It's like triggering your flow to get everything running. You can call it an entry point of your automation flow. Without Start Block, your automation flow will not work. Now, with the help of Start Recorder feature, open the recording tool. It captures your clicks, typing, and other interactions with elements, so that you can easily build an automation flow without manually adding each step. Therefore, it makes it quite easy to build an automation flow by tracking what you do on the screen. There's one important point to take care that before using the Start Recorder block in Leapwork, make sure the application you are going to automate is installed. Close any unnecessary apps or pop-ups, and plan your steps to avoid mistakes during recording. Let's say for login steps, your sequence of the steps must be planned to avoid any challenges in between. Now, click on it. And you can see that when you click Start Recorder feature, Leapwork opened this recording tool on the left bottom corner of the screen. This recording tool helps you interact with your desktop application. When I say interact with application, that means, for example, if you click buttons, type into text fields, or moving through different options and screens, the recorder captures each of those actions. This way, Leapwork automatically creates the steps for your automation based on what you're doing in the app, saving you time from manually setting up every single action. Sounds interesting? Let's record our desktop application. To start recording, just move your mouse over the red dot icon in the recording tool. A plus icon will appear. Click on it. You are getting three options here: Start Application, Start Electron Application, and Start Web Browser. Since we have to automate desktop application, we will go ahead with Select Application. Click this button with the three dots to browse and choose application from your device. After you pick the application, Leapwork will start recording what you do in it. The second field is Arguments. The Arguments block in Leapwork allows you to give extra instructions to an app when it starts, like opening a specific file or using certain settings. Usually you can leave this empty unless you need to add something specific here. Now let's click on Start button. You can see that the demo desktop application is successfully launched, and this is the login page. Now each action which we will do will be recorded by the recording tool. To create automation flow for login, the first step we have to do is enter username and password. So, capture username field, select Set UI Element Block, enter the text in Text Value field. You can see that by default, the type is set to text. If we click on this drop-down, see there are two options, text and password. That means if the text value is password, we need to set the type as password. For now, the username was text-based, so the type will remain as text. Click on Apply button. Now capture the password field. Select Set UI Element Value Block. And since password is confidential information, that's why you need to firstly set the type as password and then write the password in text value field. Yes, we have entered the password. Then click on Apply button. The password here is unencrypted due to the demo application's functionality, which varies by application. In your app, the password display may differ. After the login details are entered, the next step to do is click on Login button. To proceed, capture Login button and select Click UI Element Block. The Click UI Element Block in Leapwork interacts with elements on your screen, like buttons or links. When you use this block, a drop-down menu appears. It asks you to choose the type of click you want to perform. For now, we will go with left click and click on Apply button. We can see that the application is opened. It's a demo application that we have taken to demonstrate you likewise. When you perform desktop automation at your end, it will be replaced by your desktop application. It's time to now verify the successful login of the application. At any point, if you, let's say, want to pause the recording, you can do it at any time as needed by clicking this pause icon in the recording tool. This allows you to take a break or adjust your actions without interrupting the automation flow. To continue the recording, click on this button again and proceed with next steps. The next step is to verify the login process. Now, think scenarios when you will consider that the application is logged in. You will want to see your username in the application once you open it, right? Yes. So for verification, we will take username. You can also call it verification indicator because it will indicate whether you have successfully logged into the application. But how will it indicate? Let me pause the recording and show you that in demo desktop application for which we are creating the flow, where can we find the username? It's here. Now we will use this username to verify login. To do this, continue recording by clicking on this pause button and simply capture this text, logged in as test, and select Find UI Element Block. The Find UI Element Block helps you search for things on your screen. You tell it what you're looking for, and it will find it for you. Once it finds what you need, you can use it to do more actions. Here, we have to find the username test to verify login. That's why we have Capture Username in Find UI Element Block. Now we have recorded the login steps and steps for verification. Simply stop the recording. To stop recording, hover on red dot icon and click on Save and Close Recorder icon. Now that we've stopped the recording, you'll see that yes, the flow has been created for demo desktop application. To complete this setup, you need to connect the pass block to finalize the flow. Once everything is connected, we will now run this flow to see our desktop automation in action. Are you ready? Let's click Run button. This will execute the steps you recorded and show how it is working with your desktop application. Let's wait till the execution is going on. And finally, our automation flow is succeeded. When I say the flow is succeeded in Leapwork, it means the automation has successfully logged into the application, and it's been verified with the username, which we had set as the verification indicator. In the activity log, we can see the information that the UI element is found. That means the username is found, that verifies the login has been successful. This is how it's super easy to creating a desktop automation flow with the Start Recorder feature. Just record your actions, connect the blocks, and you're ready to go. With just a few clicks, you've built a working automation. Before we conclude, let's look at a quick recap of our desktop UI automation tutorial. We explored how to use Leapwork's Start Recorder to automate desktop applications. By capturing all actions, we used Set UI Element Block. It is used to set or change the value of a UI element, such as it entered username in username field. Then we used Click UI Element Block. It automates clicking on a specific UI element, like a button. Then we used Find UI Element Block. It searches for and identifies a UI element on the screen, such as it located the username which we used for login verification. We created the flow and run it. Then in the activity log, we reviewed the recorded actions and confirmed the success message when our flow passed. And we demonstrated how these blocks work together to create a streamlined automation process. With this, it was all about today's video on Introduction to Desktop UI Automation. We hope today's tutorial helped you understand the basics of desktop UI automation and the example demonstrated. It would be great if you try this exercise at your end too, following along the tutorial. Stay tuned for more interesting videos in this series, where we'll bring more concepts and empower you to master desktop automation with ease. For any questions, feel free to reach out to our Leapwork support team or connect with us via live chat. Thank you for watching, and remember, with desktop UI automation, every click brings you closer to innovation, turning complexity into simplicity.